citizens acted under King Kamehameha IV's authority. They claimed the atoll for the Kingdom of Hawaii. The Hawaiian flag was planted. This remote speck of land became tied forever to the islands 1,000 miles to the north. When the United States annexed Hawaii in 1898, Palmyra was included in the fine print. It officially became a U.S. territory. For decades afterward, it remained in private hands. A Honolulu-based family named the Fuller Leos made a purchase in 1922. They paid a modest sum, $15,000. Their vision? A copra plantation, a tropical family retreat far from the world's troubles. For nearly 20 years, that's exactly what it was. Their own private paradise. But closer troubles were drawing. The Pacific saw tensions simmer in the late 1930s. The U.S. military began changing its perspective. Palmyra wasn't a paradise anymore. They saw it as a strategic asset. Here's where the atoll story takes a dramatic turn. Pearl Harbor was attacked in 1941. The U.S. Navy seized Palmyra Atoll immediately after. What followed was brutal but necessary transformation. A pristine natural wonder became a fortress in a breathtakingly short period. Naval construction battalions descended on the atoll. They were called the CBs. They remade it in the image of war. Deep channels were dredged through delicate coral reef for ships. Runways were blasted and paved for bombers. Many islands were connected with causeways built from dredged coral. Tropical birds and crabs, once the only inhabitants, suddenly had company. Over 6,000 American servicemen arrived. Palmyra became vital. It was a refueling and reconnaissance hub for Pacific War operations. Like a stationary aircraft carrier, it sat in the middle of nowhere. The island wasn't officially part of any battles, but a Japanese submarine shelled it. A radio station suffered damage. So did a dredging ship. When the war ended, the military packed up and left. Behind them, a scarred but strategically valuable piece of land. The Fuller Leo family wanted their property back. They had leased their island for $1 a year. The U.S. government refused. It argued the land was sovereign federal land. The family sued. A legal battle launched that went all the way to the Supreme Court. The 1947 case was United States versus Fuller Leo. The court sided with the family. Their ownership was affirmed. It was a landmark decision for private property rights. The family had their atoll back, but it was profoundly changed. Lagoons had been dredged. Islands were linked. The landscape was dotted with decaying ruins of war. For another half-century, the family held on. Proposals came to turn it into a nuclear waste dump, a casino resort, and more. They fended off each one. Why? Because they knew its true value. It wasn't in development, it was in wilderness. This conviction set the stage. One final, decisive transfer of ownership would occur. The year 2000 arrived. The Nature Conservancy, a global environmental organization, purchased Palmyra from the Fuller Leo family. The goal was clear: protect the atoll forever. But something else happened too. This former military outpost became one of the most exclusive and restricted places on Earth. An entirely new reason for its isolation was created. What purpose does Palmyra serve today? Why did this happen? These questions